Hey guys, this is your boy Markcoos, and welcome back to the Markcoos Mafia episode number 52. And yeah, so let's get straight into this match. And this episode is unbelievably amazing. But the guy in the first match has a much better team than me: and Neuer, Cristiano, Mascherano, Fabregas, Cannavaro, Moira, Neymar, Cáceres, Zanetti, Pato, and Van der Merch. But as you can hear, the music is starting to come in now. Do you want me to keep the music in, or do you want me to? I could change it up to being electro type music, or I can even change it to anything else. So at the current moment, it's just Brontide, who are a Scottish band. I think they're Scottish or they're English. They're from the United Kingdom, so they're British. So yeah, this match against this guy wasn't particularly too difficult. He was an alright player. He didn't actually rely too much on Van der Merch's pace to score goals or anything. He was actually alright in terms of just playing. But I mean, look at this, okay? In the third minute, I get a corner kick here, and it goes over the head of everyone, straight through to Cersei. Cersei just, instead of cutting it back, I just get a shot away. It's all about dribbling. Don't play it safe. You want to score some goals. In the 6th minute, yeah, he did ping it through straight for Van der Merch, but Benaglio comes out, gets a nice kick on it, and Lucas Moura ends up getting a shot, and it goes just over the bar. Unfortunately for me. Well, unfortunately for him. Fortunately for me. But in this 9th minute here, Jovetic gets a nice little shot away. Neuer makes a great save. Mickley, of all people, goes up for the header. Cersei gets his foot down on, and he just pops in back in the net. Cersei's so goddamn good. But in the 15th minute here, Lampard on the ball. Lampard, I really need to improve my shooting when I have Lampard, because of the fact that he can score so many good goals. I mean, here, he gets through on goal, Lucas Moura, and he just pops it into the back of the net. It's a really, really nice composed finish. But I mean, I can't really stop them because they're so goddamn composed. But in the 21st minute here, again, Lampard has another nice shot. Keeper makes a great save, and Cassano can't put in the rebound. And here, look at this for a shot from Frank Lampard. Look at this. Holy crap. That's all I have to say, because that was an insane shot. In the 27th minute here, Lampard again, being so influential, plays through Cassano. Cassano's through on goal, and Cassano just pops it into the back of the net past Neuer. A nice composed finish from him. And in the 30th minute, instead of deciding to pass it through to Cassano, which I could have done there, I just decided to run with it with Jovetic. And Jovetic, he's so good. I mean, look at that. He skins, what, 2-3 players? And eventually Cannavaro takes the ball off him, and he tries to pass it out, and it doesn't really work. He goes straight to Cassano. Cassano just goes around Alex Song, gets a shot when he hits off the bar, fortunately for me. But from the corner kick, nothing really came. And into the last minutes of the match, Neymar, last minutes of half time, the first half, sorry. Neymar comes around the right hand side, he does a really nice dribble, passes back to Lucas Moura, and Moira scores. But in the 45th minute here, I wait for Mickley to make the chance. He just I should have shot. I don't know why I passed to Cersei. I cut back. Alex Song takes me out. He already has yellow cards, so he should have got a red, but I'm not too bothered with that. And Mickley takes the penalty, and he scores. So Mickley scores, and the music slowly but surely just is going into the lower part of it. And at half time, I mean, look at that pass completion, 96% completion. That is some good stuff. I've had 59% possession, 15 shots, 11 on target, and I've been playing some good football. So into the second half, Lampard again gets a nice pass through to Jovetic, and a really good composed finish, but unfortunately hits the post. And in the 52nd minute here, Cersei plays a great through ball through to Cassano, and Cassano gets around the keeper, and he sort of hits with the inside of his right foot when he should just hit with his left, and he would have scored. Again, Lampard gets a shot away, Mickley gets a chance, he sort of fluffs it. And into the last minutes of the match, Alex Song here passes it to Cazorla, and Cazorla just pings it through. And like, I know I really hate the over the top through ball, but I was like, fair enough, it was Cazorla, and I've seen him do it in real life, so it's not too bad. But into the last minutes of the match, he actually tries to do it again, but he ends up the referee blows the whistle and gives me a fine advantage, because as you can see there, Hulk's on the ball, through on goal. But as you can see, I had 21 shots, 14 on target. He had 8 for 5. I had 89 pass completion, 58% possession. He had 42. Cersei got man of the match from 7.5 rate, and I got 3.4 million from winning that match. And I actually get rid of Sereno. You know, Sereno was a great guy, but I mean, there are better centre backs out there. And I was like, oh, I'll just save this money up. But I was like, no, I'll go out and buy another centre back that I had before. So I go out and buy Andrea. I think it's Andrea Mariappa from the Reading defender. I actually had him before when he was 74 rated, and he became a 78 rated now, and he's really fast and he's really responsive, and that's really what you need for a centre back. He's not like, oh, I've got 90 odd pace, he's just alright. But here into the next match, we go against a special match guy, team strength of 815 and a rating of 464, and he was an unbelievably good team. He's got Balotelli, Ibrahimovic, Jesus Navas, Hulk, as well as the likes of Diego Capel, Alex Song, Marquinhos, Varane, and I think it's Tom Weiss in goal. Got Azpilicueta as well, Mika Richards. So I was like, this is going to be one difficult match, but I mean, my team is looking beast. Cersei is in form. He has red form. When you have red form, it would suggest that Cersei becomes he's already good enough. But when he has red form, he becomes like Ronaldo. It's unbelievable. You'll see what I'm talking about in this match when he scores 2 goals. From kickoff, I mean, I get the ball here. Hummels plays it out to Baines, and this is some great little one-touch football. I mean, look at this. Kabay on the ball, plays it to Vucinic. Vucinic takes a touch, passes it to Cassano. Cassano for on goal. I decided to sweat it. I don't know. I think I sweated it just for the fact that I knew I would score if I sweated it. And then, of course, it is a special match, so I want all the sort of glory. But Mariappa starting his first game, he nearly stops. I'm not really sure who it was taking the shot, but he stops him. But Benaglio makes a great save. And Vucinic here, he should score because he's just a little bit he's not too composed really. It's the only problem with Vucinic. And here again, he's through with Jesus Navas, and Benaglio again makes an unbelievably good save. But here, Distan gets the ball, plays it to Perotti. Perotti just waits for Cersei. Cersei makes the fantastic little run in. And Cersei for on goal, and look at this for a finish. That's what I was saying in terms of his shooting. Look at that. The shooting is like Ronaldo there. It's so overpowered, but it's not too overpowered. Like, it's only when he's in full, proper red form. And here, Vucinic for on goal. I should have scored a chip the keeper or something. Just try something elaborate. That's the way how you play these games, and that's how you sort of win the majority of the time. So at halftime it's 2-0 to me, and I mean, come on. I mean, look at this. I've had 5 shots, 4 on target. He's had 2 for 2. He's had pass completion of 66. I've got pass completion of 77. So I've not been doing too much of the terms of passing, but he had been pressuring me quite a lot, so it was a bit difficult to actually get those passes played. And I was playing Cersei in a lot down that right hand side. But there he tries to sweat, and Mariappa gets his big foot on it. But here, 54th minute, from what would be the corner, Cersei gets a nice shot when his keeper makes a great save. But I mean, I was really stopping him, and he was trying to sweat, but it wasn't really trying to through ball it. It wasn't really happening, and this only happened because Hummels did an auto pass, which I really need to turn off. Really need to do it. Next time I play this, I'm going to turn it off because it happens so many times when you're through on goal. They try to sweat it. Hummels intercepts, and he just plays back to his own goal with the weakest pass I've ever seen in my life. But it doesn't matter because 2-0 was the final score, so I don't have to go into too much detail into that. I mean, he had 5 shots in the second half, all which were off target, but his pass completion went up by 6, so it wasn't too bad. And I actually gave him a fair play rating, and Cersei got man of the match. So with it being a special match, I got, I got 3.3 million basically from just winning the game, and 4.6 for it being a special match. But fortunately for me, we'll see the big special thing about this episode especially. I have another special match. Everyone loves a little bit of special matches, so another team strength rating of 836, and he's actually got a better overall rating of 503. But here he has Hulk, Rooney, Martins, Javi Martinez. He's a really good team. He's got Van der Merch and Bonner on the bench, however. But I was like, alright, you'll be playing some good football, won't you, mate? Won't you? No. Look what he does. From kick-off, he gets it to Javi Martinez, and he just pings it through, but Baines eventually hits it straight into the guy's face, and I eventually clear the ball. 7th minute here. Lampard gets his head again to Mickley, and Mickley makes a great shot, but Lloris was in goal, and I know that Lloris does not like balls. It's really weird. Like, as a goalkeeper, I really shouldn't be saying stuff like that, but he doesn't like balls. It's really weird. He can't grasp them. He just sort of just palms them. I mean, like, there, really unfortunately for me, Rooney actually scores from him just pinging it through with Javi Martinez. I mean, this guy is probably the lowest rated player I actually played. Rooney here actually scores, but he's offside. Unfortunately for me, unfortunately for the opposition. And in the 35th minute here, Cassano has a nice shot. It's a great shot, and like I was saying, he doesn't like to grasp the balls. He likes to palm them out a lot more than the majority of other keepers. So the 45th minute, and he pings it again, but it doesn't matter because the referee blows the final whistle. So the halftime whistle. And look at that pass completion from both players. I mean, that has 65, which is really poor for me because every single time he plays it forward, I would have to ping it back up because of the fact that there's just so much pressure there. Lampard actually hits the post, and basically from that goal kick, Cassano plays it through to Jovetic. I just bide my time, just be so goddamn composed, pop into the bottom corner. So after making some substitutions in the 64th minute here, Vucinic actually scores a header, and I was like, what the hell is this? I was going absolutely crazy when Vucinic scored, because I was like, I don't score headers. You don't score headers in PES, because the heading system's ridiculous. But in the 81st minute here, Benaglio makes a great save. And from this, Lampard gets the ball to Kieran Clark. And Clark's just like, I'm Clark, I'll just stay composed, wait for Jovetic to make the run. He plays the poorest pass in the world. But Luis comes out, hits it straight to Leighton Baines, and look at that. Leighton Baines scores from about 50, 60 yards out. Insane crap. I mean, look at this is how defensive I was. He was going all out attack, so I was like, right, I'm going to go all out defense. So I basically played 7 at the back, Kieran Clark playing centre back, Neustadter and Markcoos were defence midfielders, and I just went all out defence. So 7 players at the back, and I was like, right, I'm having none of this, I'm just going to defend and at least try my best. So here, he actually gets a shot with Van der Merch. Markcoos just stays composed, and I just decided to manually clear it out because I know that manual clearances always go further than normal clearances. And that was the final score, so 3-1 to me. So we've won again, we've won 3 games in a row now. I think more than that because of the last episode. I had 13 shots, 10 on target, my pass completion went up by 5, which was alright. I mean, 7 is a good average pass completion. His was 58, which is quite dreadful considering how good his team was. And his player ratings, of course, big Leighton Baines got 7.0 rating, but Lampard got a 7.0 rating as well, so I would give it to Lampard, but Baines did score an unbelievably good goal. So from that I got 3.5 million from winning the match, and 4.6 extra added on for it being a special match. So now I have 21.3 million to spend, and I wrote a little list of players I could do, or what I could do with the money. I could buy Koscielny, or a fast defender. I could buy Royce, because he's beast. Don't buy anyone and just save up for whatever reason. I could get rid of Mikley, Giroud, and Neustadter because they're all running out of contracts and buy Aguero or a good striker. I could buy Debussy, Reveille, or a beast right back and get rid of Jenkinson. I could improve other parts of the team like buying Gustavo as a backup defence midfielder, or I could even release Neustadter and buy David Beckham. So comment below on what you think I should do with the money. And yeah, so if you haven't already, subscribe my channel for more, and catch you later.